Hi, I'm Christy and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you've never been here before. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you my August TBR. So I'm very excited for August. Not only is it my birthday month this month, but also I get to co-host for the very first time a readathon. So the readathon happening is called the Romance Takeover Readathon, and this is the light versus dark edition. This readathon is going to be happening the very first week of August, so August 1st through August 7th. So I'm super thankful to Jen from the Book Refuge, who is putting this all together and invited all of us. There's going to be 6 hosts. It's Jen, of course, from the Book Refuge, myself, there's Rachel from Rachel Reads and Sings, Crystal from Crystal's Bookish Life, Caitlin from The Love Librarian, and Jessin from Jessin Reads Romance. So there's a lot of fun prompts for this readathon. On Instagram, there will be prompts every day. So there will also be reading sprints every day of the week. Each of us co-hosts will be hosting a reading sprint on our channel every day of the week. So I'll link all the info to the entire readathon, everything happening, all the prompts, all the templates in the description of this video. If you follow me on Instagram, that's also, I have like a whole story highlight folder of everything saved as well. This readathon is super chill, like you just create your own bingo board. So first you have to pick a side, dark or light, and then there are certain prompts for each. So there are like a whole dark prompt list and then a light prompt list, and you're gonna pick the different tropes or subgenres for your reads and add that into the bingo board. And then since there are 16 slots for the bingo board and there's not enough from the dark and light each, you're gonna pull some from this gray prompt list and fill that in for your board. So it's gonna be a really fun time, and I'm super excited to see what everybody's going to be reading, what everyone is picking up. So for my TBR for the readathon, I haven't narrowed it down yet just because I'm very mood reader and like I'm waiting until the last minute to put my bingo board together. But I do have tons of books that I plan on reading in August, and so I will kind of over the weekend decide which ones I'm going to fit into the readathon. But I'm super excited to be participating in this readathon and co-hosting it. I can't wait to see everybody participating, whether on YouTube or on Instagram. The very last day on Sunday, the 7th, all of us hosts will be together on Jen, the Book Refuge's channel to do like a live recap of the entire week, how it all went, and breaking down all the reads. Okay, so now on to my August TBR. So first up, I have a couple book club reads. The book for the historical Hellions this month, which is put on from Jess from Peace Love Books and Samantha from Books with Samantha. They are going to be reading A Whisper of Roses by Teresa Medeiros. That's that gorgeous step back and cover. I have read just a couple Teresa Medeiros books in the past, and they were like her paranormal historicals, which is like the After Midnight book, which I loved. I read both books in that series, and so I'm very excited to get to another one of her books. All I know is this is a Scottish Highlander romance, so I'm super excited for that, and it takes place in like early 1700s Scotland. Next up, for Cover to Cover, which is the book club put on by Tori from Novel Life and Sam from Sam Reads a Little, they're going to be reading Corrupt Kingdom by Ava Harrison. This one is a mafia romance. That's all I know about it. I'm very excited to check out a new mafia and a new to me author. So the next book I'm super excited for, I've been hearing a lot of great things. It just came out in July and it is called Does It Hurt by H.D. Carlton. I love this gorgeous cover of the book, and this one is actually the book club pick for 2 book clubs this month. So I know that Ravished by Romance, which is Jess from Peace Love Books and Lacey from Lacey Book Lovers, this is their book club pick for the month. And then also the Out of Bounds book club put on by McKay from Oh Hey It's McKay and Nikki from Nikki and Bookland. This is also their book club pick for August. There are some new releases coming out in August that I'm really excited for, and all of these I actually have arcs for as well. So the first one is Mafia Madman by Mila Finelli. This one comes out on August 9th. This is the 3rd book in her Kings of Italy series, and this one is going to be the villain getting a story, and I'm very excited to check it out. Also coming out on August 9th is Chosen by a Sinner by Michelle Hurd. This is the 4th book in her Sinners Mafia series. I just ended up binging the first 3 books of the series last month, and then now this 4th one is coming out in August. These books, they are all standalones, but they exist in like the same organized crime mafia world. And so the heroes of each book, they've all been heads of like the most prominent crime families. So we've had a Greek hero, Irish hero, Turkish hero. I believe this next one is Italian hero, and then there's also a Bratva hero. And then coming out on August 16th is Pen Pal by J.T. Geisinger. This one I'm very excited for, and she's kind of been very vague with the description, like that it kind of has an HEA, kind of doesn't. It's kind of romance, it's kind of dark, it's kind of like she's classifying it as literary fiction, and so I'm just like super excited to check it out. I know it's going to be really dark and kind of out there and different. And then on August 25th is Mercy by Sarah Kate. This is in the Salacious Players Club. This is the 4th book in the series, and I'm very excited for it. The series has followed the owners of the Salacious Players Club. They're all friends, and it's kind of like a BDSM kink style club. And so this one is going to be age gap, I know, with an older heroine and younger hero. And the hero in this one, he is actually the son of the hero of the 1st book in the series, which I'm very excited to find out what's going to happen in this story. Next, I have a bunch of books that are just on my TBR, on my Kindle, that I can't wait to check out this month. So the first one is Business Casual by Danielle Allen. I know this one is like a workplace romance. Jess from Peace Love Books really loved this one, and I am excited to check it out. Next, I have Flawless by Elsie Silver. This is the first time I'll be reading this author. I know a ton of friends have been loving her books lately, and so I'm very excited to check this one out. This one is a contemporary, and I know the hero is like a bull riding hero, and I'm here for it. Then I have Everything for You by Chloe Leese. This is one of the books in her Bergman Brothers series. I think like the most recent one. It is an MM romance. I've only read a couple books by Chloe Leese before. I've read the 1st book in this series, and then I've also read like her holiday one last Christmas, which was like the mistletoe motive. I really liked that one, and so I'm excited to check this one out. And then this one I actually just put on my TBR this morning. So this is It's Dead Romantics. And I've been seeing this one hyped up all over the place just suddenly this week. I know it's like a contemporary romance. I think there's like supernatural elements as well in here. I know the heroine is a ghostwriter for like a really popular romance writer. And then the hero, I think he is actually a ghost. But I am excited to check it out and find out what this romance is about. Then I have Asher from Carrie Ann Cole. I've been meaning to get to this one for forever. I've read quite a few of Carrie Ann Cole's books in the past. I have some faves. I have some ones that were kind of misses for me. I'm excited to see where this one falls. This one is actually the parents of the heroine that was in Torn, which is one of my favorite books from her, and I'm excited to get into their story. So I know they were once musicians. The wife has been in like a coma, so I think she has like amnesia or doesn't remember things from her past when she wakes up, and I have heard some very good things about this one, that it's kind of emotional, and I am ready for it. Then I have Sweet Dandelion by Michaela Smeltzer, I believe is the author's name. I haven't read anything from this author, but I know she has been like super hyped up by a lot of friends. This one I know is age gap. It is forbidden. It has like a student-teacher dynamic. I know it has some heavier content warning as well. Like I know there are some characters that deal with school shootings and gun violence, so I do know that going in. Next I have Between Hello and Goodbye by Emma Scott. I've been dying to get to this one for the past month, but I'm trying to put it off until August. On this one I know the heroine like takes a sabbatical from work. They tell her like you need to go take a break. She goes to Hawaii, and then I believe she meets the hero there, and he is a firefighter. Next I have Tattered Stars by Catherine Cowles. This is the 1st book in her Tattered and Torn series. I've been hearing so many good things about this series, and I really love the covers for this one. So I actually first started reading Catherine Cowles back in 2019 when her Sutter Lake series was coming out. I really enjoyed that one. And then her other series like Wrecked or Reckless something, that series I also started, but this new series I'm definitely excited to get into. Hers are always like small town romances, kind of like a little romantic suspense light moments in them as well. And yeah, I can't wait to get into this series. Then I have Ivy from Will and Nash. This is on my TBR because of Tori from Novel Life. And Will and Nash is the pen name for Devney Perry. These are just the books that she puts on Kindle Unlimited. And I'm excited to check it out. I think Tori said it has like 3 romances in it, and it follows kind of like Gossip Girl style or Pretty Little Liars, like all of that kind of vibes. Like I'm very here for it. And then this past month, I have been reading books from the Clifton Forge series for the read-along that Jess from Peace Love Books, Tori from Novel Life, and Sam from Sam Reads a Little has been putting on. The series is from Devney Perry, and it follows kind of the characters from a disbanded MC or motorcycle club and kind of all the characters around them in their lives. So I only have the last 2 books from the series to read, which is Fallen Jester, which is book 5, and then Tin Queen is book 6. I'm very excited to get to both of these books in the series and finish out the series. I've been having a fun time with it. I have like a series review coming out soon for the whole series. And then I have been meaning to get back to Carla Sorensen's Ward Sister series. This is a spin-off series from her Washington Wolves series, which is like sports romance series around a football team, which I read the Washington Wolves series like back in 2018, 2019. Loved those books. Then I read the first book in the Ward Sisters when it first came out like 2 years ago, and I have been just kind of slacking off and not reading her most recent books. So book 2 is Faked, book 3 is Floored, and book 4 is Forbidden. So hopefully I can get to all of those ones as well. And then if I have time, I also want to reread the Something in the Way series by Jessica Hawkins. I first read this series back in like 2018 when I first started reading indie romance. And I remember really loving this series, but I'd love to reread it now and kind of like, you know, get my opinions again. So ever since getting these gorgeous bell box editions earlier in the summer, I've been wanting to dive back in and read the series. So this is book 1, Something in the Way. Book 2, Somebody Else's Sky. Book 3, Move the Stars, and book 4, Lake and Mannion. So this series follows like one couple, their entire journey and relationship. They're not together like in the first book. And so it's kind of like love triangle-y with the heroine's sister. There's age gap in here, and I remember really loving this series back when I first read it. And I'm excited to get back to it just because it's been like 4 years since I've read the series, and I'd love to know what I think now after reading, you know, so many more romance books since. So those are all the books I plan on reading in August. Again, these are like my priority reads or ones that are on my radar for the month. I'll definitely probably be picking up more reads before that and adding those on as well. If you ever want to see like books I'm currently reading or currently picking up, you can follow me on Instagram. I post there like every day, and in my stories I'll post what I'm currently reading and things like that, which of course my Instagram is linked in my description box. Yeah, I'm excited to see what August brings. I'm excited for the Romance Takeover Readathon that I'm hosting. If you're going to be participating in that, definitely let me know in the comments. So if you haven't done so yet, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this video so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, and I'll see you in my next one.